On Thanksgiving, my uncle blocked me at the mansion's gate, sneering, "You're not invited." Scram, through the window. I saw Mom toasting, my sister smirking, and my best friend chuckling, all cozy at the table that erased me. I nodded, climbed into my car, and made one call. 10 minutes later, my phone exploded with their panicked texts, and the internet started screaming. The explosion tore through the night like a scream I couldn't stifle. 1 second, I'm fumbling with my keys outside my Portland apartment, the damp Oregon air clinging to my jacket. The next, a fireball erupts from my car, parked just 10 feet away. Glass shatters, metal groans, and I'm flat on my back. Ears ringing, heart slamming against my ribs. Who wants me dead? That's the question burning hotter than the flames licking the wreckage. I'm Ethan Caldwell, 32, investigative journalist, and I've pissed off enough people to fill a phone book, but this feels personal. I scramble to my feet, the acrid stench of burning rubber choking me. My neighbor's windows glow as curtains twitch, phones already out, filming the chaos. Sirens wail in the distance, but I'm frozen, staring at the charred skeleton of my old Subaru. I've been digging into a local corruption scandal, shady land deals tied to a real estate mogul. But a car bomb? That's next level. My phone buzzes in my pocket and I fish it out, hands trembling. A text from an unknown number. Keep your mouth shut. Or, next time you're in the car. I swallow hard, the words searing into my brain. This isn't just about my exposés. This is about family. Let me back up. I'm not exactly the prodigal son of the Caldwell clan. My family's the kind of affluent you see in glossy magazines. Big house in Lake Oswego, charity galas, the works. My sister, Claire, 35, is the golden child, a corporate lawyer with a diamond the size of a grape, engaged to a tech bro who probably owns half of Silicon Valley. Then there's me, the black sheep, scraping by in a gritty Northeast Portland neighborhood, chasing truth for a local paper. My mom, Diane, plays peacemaker, but her loyalties always lean toward Claire. And Uncle Richard? He's the real puppet master. A real estate tycoon with a mansion that screams old money. Richard's got a smile like a shark and a habit of cutting people out when they don't play his game. He's been hosting Thanksgiving since I was a kid, and every year I drag myself there, swallowing his jabs about my cute little articles because, well, family, right? This year, though, something's off. It's November 20, 2025, 5 days before Thanksgiving, and my phone's been silent. No group texts about the menu, no passive-aggressive nudge from Mom about bringing a pie. I figured they'd just assume I'd show, like always. But last night I'm scrolling Instagram nursing a cheap IPA when Claire's post hits me like a sucker punch. It's a reel of Richard's dining room. The long mahogany table set with crystal and china, a turkey the size of a toddler carved to perfection, Claire's laughing, Mom's raising a glass, and my best friend Nate, who I've known since we were sneaking beers in high school, is clinking glasses with Richard like he's part of the inner circle. 50 guests, all dressed to the nines, and not one of them thought to invite me. I stare at the screen, my thumb hovering over the like button, but my chest feels like it's caving in. Did they forget? Lose my number? I tell myself it's a mistake, that the invite got buried in spam, but deep down, I know better. Richard's always had it out for me, ever since I wrote a piece questioning his company's gentrification projects. Claire's been distant since her engagement, and Mom? She's too busy playing perfect matriarch to notice I'm slipping through the cracks. Even Nate, my ride or die, didn't text to check in. The reel loops again, their laughter mocking me, and I slam my phone down, the room spinning. That's when the car bomb happened. Coincidence? I don't buy it. I'm no stranger to threats, angry voicemails from sources, slashed tires after a big story, but this is different. This feels like Richard's style. Bold, ruthless, a message wrapped in chaos. I grab my laptop, hands still shaking, and start typing notes. If someone's trying to shut me up, they've picked the wrong guy. I've got a story to tell, and it's not just about corruption anymore. It's about betrayal, the kind that cuts deeper than any blade. I decide to drive to Richard's mansion. It's a 20-minute haul from my place to Lake Oswego, the kind of suburb where every lawn's manicured and every neighbor's got a security system. I borrow my neighbor's beat-up Honda, my nerves frayed from the bomb. Halfway there, a black SUV swerves into my lane, its headlights blinding. I jerk the wheel, tires screeching, but it clips my bumper, sending me fishtailing onto the shoulder. And there, directly in front of me, is my senior year benchmate, a hologloss ponton tied to the rear of the box. My heart's in my throat as the SUV speeds off, taillights vanishing into the fog, another warning. I grip the wheel, knuckles white, and keep driving. I need answers, and I'm not turning back. When I pull up to Richard's estate, the iron gates are shut, security cameras glinting like vultures' eyes. I buzz the intercom, but before I can speak, Richard's voice crackles through. "Ethan, you weren't invited. Go write your little stories." His tone's smug, like he's savoring this. I lean out the window, my voice steady despite the rage boiling inside. "Open the gate, Richard. We need to talk." He laughs, a low, cruel sound. "Go home, kid. You're not wanted here." I park on the street, my breath fogging in the cold November air, and walk to the gate. Through the bars I see the dining room lit up like a stage. Mom's at the head of the table, radiant in a silk dress, laughing at something Claire says. Claire's scrolling her phone, probably posting another reel. Nate's there too, raising a glass, his grin wide enough to crack his face. They're a perfect tableau of wealth and warmth. And I'm on the outside, invisible. My phone buzzes. Another unknown number. "You were warned." I shove it in my pocket, my jaw tight. This isn't just exclusion. This is erasure. I'm about to turn away when my phone rings again. It's Mia, my friend from college, now a social media influencer with a true crime podcast that's got 500,000 followers. "Ethan, you okay? I saw the news about your car." Her voice is sharp, worried. I tell her everything. The bomb, the crash, the Thanksgiving snub. My voice cracks and I hate it, but Mia doesn't flinch. "This is messed up," she says. "You want to go public? I'm running a family betrayals segment. You can stay anonymous." I hesitate, my thumb tracing the crack on my phone's screen. Going public could burn every bridge I've got left, but staying silent? That's what they want. "Do it," I say, my voice low, like I'm confessing a sin. "Post it, all of it." Mia doesn't miss a beat. "Give me an hour." I hang up, my pulse racing. I'm not just Ethan the screw-up journalist anymore. I'm Ethan, the guy who's about to light a match and watch it burn. I drive to a 24-hour diner off Burnside, the kind of place where the coffee's burnt and the waitresses call you hun. I slide into a booth, the vinyl creaking, and order a black coffee, my hand still unsteady. The TV above the counter's playing local news. My car's wreckage, yellow tape, a reporter droning about suspected foul play. My phone's blowing up now. Claire, "What the hell, Ethan? You're posting lies?" Nate, "Dude, I didn't know you weren't invited. Call me." Mom, "Ethan, please, let's talk." And Richard, "Take it down or I'll sue you into the ground. You're ruining my life." Mia's post is live and it's a wildfire. 100,000 shares in 30 minutes. The comments are a war zone. Half calling me a hero for exposing toxic family BS, the other half, probably Richard's PR bots, branding me a whiny snowflake out for clout. Team Ethan trends alongside Team Richard, and I'm caught in the crossfire. My editor texts, "We need a follow-up, this is huge, deadline's tomorrow." I rub my temples, the diner's fluorescent lights buzzing like my thoughts. If I write the story, I'm all in. No going back. If I don't, I'm out of a job. Then my phone pings again. It's a voicemail from an unknown number. I play it, my blood running cold. "Stop digging, Caldwell," a distorted voice hisses, "or you're next." I slam the phone down, my coffee sloshing. The waitress glances over, but I wave her off. Who's behind this? Richard's got the money, but Claire's fiancé, some tech mogul, could pull strings too. And Nate, why is he cozying up to them? How do I go about? I'm spiraling when the diner door jingles and a woman slides into my booth uninvited. "Ethan!" Her voice is low, cautious. She's got dark hair, sharp eyes, maybe 30. "I'm Sophie, Richard's daughter." I blink, my brain scrambling. Richard's got a kid from his first marriage, but he never talks about her. She's a ghost, erased like me. "I saw Mia's post," she says, leaning in. "You're not the only one he screwed over." Her hands tremble, but her gaze is steel. "I've got something you need to see." She slides a sealed envelope across the table, her fingers brushing mine. "Don't open it here," she whispers. "It's proof. Richard's been blackmailing people for years. Family, business partners, even me." My mouth goes dry. "Blackmail?" I want to tear it open, but the diner's too exposed, eyes everywhere. "Why now?" I ask, my voice barely above a breath. She looks away, her jaw tight. "Because I'm done being his collateral damage, and so are you." Before I can respond, the diner's windows rattle. A black SUV idles outside, the same one from the crash. Two men in hoodies step out, their faces shadowed. Sophie grabs my arm. "We need to go. Now." My heart's a jackhammer as we bolt for the back exit, the envelope clutched in my hand. The alley's dark, rain-slicked, and I hear footsteps behind us. They're coming. We duck behind a dumpster, my breath hitching, Sophie's hand gripping mine. The footsteps stop, then fade. But I know we're not safe. We sprint to her car, a rusty Toyota, and peel out, the city blurring past. "Where are we going?" I gasp. She doesn't look at me, her eyes locked on the road. "Somewhere they can't find us." "You're in deeper than you think, Ethan." I clutch the envelope, its weight heavier than the bomb that started this. What's in here, and why does it feel like my family's at the heart of it? The rain hammers the windshield, and I'm left with questions that claw at me. Who's trying to kill me? What's Richard hiding? And why does my own family want me gone? I glance at Sophie, her face lit by the dashboard glow. For the first time, I'm not alone in this fight. But as we speed into the night, one thing's clear. This Thanksgiving, I'm not just breaking bread. I'm breaking silence, and someone's going to pay. The rain doesn't stop, and neither do the threats. It's been 48 hours since the car bomb turned my life into a crime scene, and I'm holed up in a dingy motel off I-5, the kind of place where the neon sign buzzes louder than the TV. Sophie's asleep on the other bed, her dark hair splayed across the pillow, the sealed envelope she gave me tucked under her arm like a lifeline. I'm staring at my phone, the screen a battlefield of notifications. Team Ethan's got my back, calling me a whistleblower badass, while Team Richard's tearing me apart, labeling me a narcissistic leech who's cashing in on family drama. The internet's a circus, and I'm the tightrope walker without a net. But it's the voicemail from last night that's got my stomach in knots. "We know where you sleep. Drop the story." The voice was distorted, mechanical, but the menace was real. I haven't slept since. I'm Ethan Caldwell, 32, investigative journalist, and I'm in way over my head. Portland's still reeling from the bomb outside my apartment, and the black SUV that tried to run me off the road feels like a ghost that won't quit. My family, Mom, Claire, Uncle Richard, cut me out of Thanksgiving like I was a stain on their perfect tableau. And now I'm running from shadows with Sophie, Richard's estranged daughter, who's got secrets that could either save me or bury me. The envelope she gave me is burning a hole in my conscience. What's in it? "Proof of Richard's blackmail," she said, but every time I reach for it, my gut screams, "You're not ready for this." My phone buzzes again. It's Nate, my so-called best friend, who was clinking glasses with Richard while I stood outside like a stray dog. His text is pathetic. "I didn't know you were cut out, man. Richard said you bailed. I messed up." I read it twice, my jaw tight. Nate and I grew up together. Nintendo marathons, sneaking into R-rated movies, a bond I thought was unbreakable. But there he was, laughing at Richard's table, not even texting to check if I was okay. His apologies as weak as gas station coffee, and I'm not buying it. What's he hiding? I toss the phone onto the bed, my hands shaking. Trust is a luxury I can't afford anymore. The motel room smells like stale cigarettes and regret. I pace to the window, peering through the blinds at the parking lot. The rain's a steady drumbeat, blurring the streetlights. Sophie stirs, sitting up with a groan. "You look like hell," she says, rubbing her eyes. I manage a half smile. Feel like it too. She glances at the envelope, her expression unreadable. "You didn't open it." It's not a question. I shrug, my voice low. Not sure I want to know how deep this goes. She leans forward, her eyes fierce. "You don't get to back out now, Ethan. Richard's been playing this game for years. Blackmail, threats, cutting people out. You're just the latest." Before I can respond, my phone lights up with a call from an unknown number. My heart skips. Another threat? I hesitate, then answer, keeping my voice steady. Who is this? A woman's voice, trembling, comes through. Ethan, it's Mom. Please, we need to talk. My chest tightens. Diane Caldwell, the woman who raised me, who taught me to ride a bike, is calling me from a burner phone. Why the secrecy? Talk about what? I snap. How you let Richard erase me? There's a pause, heavy with her silence. It's not that simple, she says finally. Come to the apartment. Richard's here. We can fix this. I laugh, bitter and sharp. Fix it? You didn't even invite me to Thanksgiving, Mom. She starts to reply, but I hang up, my hands trembling. Is she complicit in Richard's schemes or just a bystander caught in his web? Sophie's watching me, her gaze steady. You're not going right. I don't answer right away. Part of me wants to storm Richard's mansion, demand answers, see if Mom's got a shred of remorse, but the bomb, the SUV, the voicemail, they're screaming at me to stay away. I have to, I say finally, my voice barely above a whisper. If I don't face them, they win. Sophie shakes her head, muttering, Your funeral. But she grabs her jacket. I'm coming with you. You're not doing this alone. We drive through Portland's rain-soaked streets, the city a blur of neon and shadows. My neighbor's Honda rattles, the wipers barely keeping up. Sophie's quiet, clutching the envelope like it's a bomb of its own. I pull up to my apartment building in northeast Portland, a brick relic with graffiti tags and a busted buzzer. The street's empty, but my skin prickles. Someone's watching. We climb the stairs to my unit, the hallway reeking of mildew. When we reach my door, it's ajar. My heart stops. I push it open, and there they are, Mom and Richard, standing in my living room like they own it. Mom's in a tailored coat, her face pale, eyes red-rimmed. Richard's in a suit, arms crossed, his smirk as sharp as a blade. Ethan, Mom starts, her voice cracking, we just want to talk. I step inside, Sophie behind me, my fists clenched. Talk? I say, my voice rising. You cut me out, Mom. You let him. I jab a finger at Richard. Decide I don't exist. Richard laughs, a cold, guttural sound. You're finished, Ethan. My lawyers will bury you. No one will hire you again. His eyes flick to Sophie and his smirk falters. And you, he snarls. You're a mistake I should have erased years ago. Sophie doesn't flinch. Go ahead, Dad, she says, her voice ice. Tell them how you blackmailed Mom to keep me quiet. My head snaps to her. What? Mom's face crumples, but she doesn't deny it. Richard steps forward, his voice low and venomous. Take down that post, Ethan, or you'll regret it. I hold his gaze, my heart pounding. No. The word's a bullet, and I mean it. I slam the door shut, locking it, leaving them on the other side. Mom's muffled pleas fade as Richard's footsteps stomp away. Sophie exhales, her hands shaking. You're insane, she says, but there's a glint of respect in her eyes. Back at the motel, my phone's a war zone. Mia's podcast episode dropped, and it's a tsunami. 500,000 downloads in hours. National outlets are picking it up. Opeds debating family loyalty versus exposing corruption. Team Ethan's chanting, spill the tea, while Team Richard's hurling, blood's thicker than water. My editor's email is blunt. Publish the follow-up or you're out. But the real gut punch is a new voicemail, left while we were at my apartment. I play it, my blood icing over. We know where you sleep. Drop the story. The same distorted voice, but now it's personal, intimate, like they're whispering in my ear. Sophie's face pales as she listens. They're not bluffing, she says. Richard's done worse. I'm about to reply when my phone pings with an email from Linda, Richard's wife. You're a disgrace, Ethan. You've destroyed our family for clicks. Her words sting, but they're nothing compared to the letter that arrived at the motel desk an hour ago. It's from Mom, handwritten, delivered by courier. I tear it open, my hands unsteady. Ethan, I read the comments, the posts. I saw what people said about mothers like me. I ignored your pain to keep peace with Richard. I thought it was easier. I was wrong. I'm sorry. The words blur as my eyes burn. It's not enough, not by a mile, but it's the first time she's ever seen me. I fold the letter, my throat tight. Is she sorry, or is this another of Richard's plays? Sophie breaks the silence. We need to move. They know we're here. She pulls out a USB drive, her hands steady now. This is what's in the envelope. Recordings of Richard, illegal land deals, bribes, threats. Claire's fiancé, too. They're all in on it. My mouth goes dry. Claire, my perfect sister, the lawyer who's never missed a step. I plug the USB into my laptop and Richard's voice fills the room, cold and calculated, discussing payoffs to a city official. Then Claire's fiancé Derek chimes in, promising to funnel profits through his tech firm. I slam the laptop shut, my head spinning. She knew. Claire's not just complicit, she's profiting. The betrayal cuts deeper than the bomb. We leak this to the feds, Sophie says, her voice urgent, anonymously, tonight. I nod, but my mind's racing. If I publish this, my family's done. Claire's career, Richard's empire, Mom's reputation. But if I don't, they win. My phone buzzes again. Claire. You're tearing us apart, Ethan. Richard's clients are pulling out. Fix this or I'm done with you. Her words are a knife, but they're hollow. She's not my sister anymore. She's Richard's pawn. We head to a safe house Sophie's contact arranged, a rundown cabin in the Columbia Gorge, an hour from Portland. The rain's relentless, the road a slick ribbon through the forest. My phone's off, but I can't shake the feeling we're being followed. Halfway there, headlights flare in the rear view. A black SUV, the same one from the crash, tails us, closing fast. Hold on, Sophie says, flooring the gas. The Toyota lurches, tires screaming as we weave through the curves. The SUV rams our bumper, and I brace against the dash, my heart in my throat. Sophie swerves onto a side road, the SUV overshooting, and we lose them in the dark. We pull over, panting, the cabin looming ahead. They're not giving up, I say, my voice hoarse. Sophie nods, her eyes hard. Neither are we. Inside the cabin, we huddle over my laptop, encrypting the recordings for the feds. The city official from the emails. Councilman Hayes sues me for defamation that morning. His lawyers claiming I fabricated everything. The news hits X. And Team Richard pounces, calling me a conspiracy nut. But Team Ethan fights back. Locals who lost homes to Richard's gentrification projects, flooding my inbox with support. Keep going. Ethan, you're our voice. Their words are a lifeline, pulling me back from the edge. Then Sophie drops a bomb of her own. There's more on the drive, she says, her voice barely a whisper. Richard's been watching you for years. He's got files, your stories, your sources, your movements. I stare at her, my skin crawling. Files? The bomb, the SUV, the voicemail. It's all Richard, a chess game he's been playing since I started digging. I open the drive, and there it is, a folder labeled Ethan. Emails, photos, even a log of my daily routine. He's been building a case to discredit me, to make me look unstable. He planned this. The safe house feels like a trap now. We need to move, but my phone pings with a news alert. Portland journalist targeted in second attack. Someone slashed my tires at the motel and chucked a brick through the office window, inscribed with "Last Warning." My editor's furious, my job's on the line, and Hayes's lawsuit could bankrupt me. I'm drowning, but Sophie's voice cuts through. We end this, she says, uploading the recordings to a secure server. The feds get this, Richard's done. Christmas comes, and I'm not at Richard's gala where Claire's probably toasting her engagement. Instead, I'm with Sophie and a ragtag crew of whistleblowers in a Portland dive bar, eating takeout and plotting our next move. It's not festive, but it's real. No lies, no masks. My phone's quiet, but Nate's texts keep coming, each one more desperate. Can we talk? I'm sorry, man. I delete him. He's with Richard now, part of the PR machine, spinning me as the villain. I cut him off, the loss sharp but necessary. New Year's Eve, I post a blog. No names, just truth. Betrayal doesn't always come with a knife. Sometimes it's a smile, a toast, a seat you're not offered. But truth? That's the weapon they can't take. It doesn't go viral, but it reaches the right people. Claire emails. Her words hesitant. I was greedy. Ethan. I saw the money and looked away. I'm sorry. It's too late, and I don't reply. Mom's letter sits on my desk. Her regret, a flicker I'm not ready to trust. The recordings hit the feds and the fallout's instant. Richard's arrested, Claire's fiancé is under investigation, and Hayes' lawsuit crumbles. X explodes, Team Ethan chanting justice while Team Richard fades into silence. I host a Thanksgiving the next year, not in a mansion but a community center, packed with folks Richard screwed over, families displaced, small businesses crushed. We share turkey, stories, and laughter, no one left outside. Sophie's there, her smile fierce, our bond forged in fire. I'm still a journalist, still chasing truth, but now I've got Sophie, a partner who's seen the worst and stayed. The threats haven't stopped. Whispers, shadows, a new voicemail last week. But I'm not backing down. Richard's in jail, but his reach is long, and someone's still watching. Who? I don't know yet, but as I look around the table surrounded by people who believe me, I know one thing. I'm not the outsider anymore. I'm the spark, and this fire's just beginning.